This month, Jim Barber is celebrating his 37th year of being active in Toastmasters. Tonight, he's going to explore how you can get the most benefit out of your Toastmasters experience. Please help me welcome Advanced Toastmaster Gold, Jim Barber. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. My fellow Toastmasters, our most welcome guest this evening. I've decided not to talk about what Daniel just said I was going to talk about. I enjoyed Nathaniel's presentation so much that I'm going to do something a little different. Daniel was right. 37 years ago this month, I walked through not that physical door, but that door to come into Plantation Toastmasters. And it was serendipitous, because it changed my life. But there's a myth, I think, that I want to debunk. Some people think, well, I'm a pretty good speaker. Some people think that I came that way, either that I was born that way, or at least when I came to Plantation Toastmasters, I was that way. I was not. Now, things have changed over the years. This is Pathways 1989. They've changed it a little bit since then, but other things have changed too. Back in 1989, we didn't have a website because there wasn't a web. We didn't have email. You paid your dues by check because that was the only thing that basically we could operate on. Things have changed a bit. But one thing that hasn't changed is at the core of the Toastmasters program is the 5 to 7 minute speech. It was then, it is now. And that's important, that's good, but again, some people think that I was giving 5 to 7 minute speeches dynamically, wonderfully at that time, and it was not. We had introductions back in 1989, but the only introduction we were doing, we had about 12 people at a typical meeting, was we would stand up, say our name, and where we lived. So it was, hi, I'm Jim Barber, I live in Plantation. I practiced that on the drive over prior to every meeting. Hi, I'm Jim Barber, I live in Plantation. Hi, I'm Jim Barber, I live in Plantation. I practiced that. And when it came time for introductions, and as they worked their way around the room, getting closer to me, my palms got sweaty, yes. I felt a trickle of sweat going down my back. I was nervous because I was going to have to stand up in front of people and say, hi, I'm Jim Barber. I live in Plantation. And once that was done, I was so relieved. It was great, because I could go through the rest of the meeting and us hoping that they weren't going to call on me for table topics, because then I was going to have to speak to people again. I've changed. Toastmasters has changed. I've changed. The thing that you need to do is come to Toastmasters regularly. Nicolette, you can't vanish for months at a time. Come to Toastmasters, attend as many meetings as is practical, and do your best to get in front of the group. We need a timer, we need an knock counter, we need a grammarian, and so on, but Nazaline, I am so glad that you are Topics Master tonight, because that, for the first time, I know you're not looking forward to that, but for the first time, you're going to be in front of the group, and that is where the growth mostly occurs. So I would encourage you, come to Toastmasters, speak, But the speeches are not that important as it is as getting in front of people, getting up here in front of the group, whether you're Toastmaster, whether you're a speaker, whether you're topics master, general evaluator, evaluations, whatever you're doing, get up in front of people and talk to them. Do your best. You're not going to be perfect. That's another thing I hear from first-timers, from people that are relatively new. Is, I won't do a good job. Okay, we're not expecting you to do a good job. That's why you came to Toastmasters. If you were a great speaker, you wouldn't need Toastmasters. We don't expect you to be perfect. We expect you to try. We expect you to try to do your best. And if you'll do that, every time, the first time you do it, no, you're probably not going to do great. I didn't do great my first time either. But then do it again, and do it again, and do it again. And every time you do it, try to do your best. Try to do it a little bit better than you did the time before. And if you do that, it is amazing over time what you will accomplish. Nathaniel, you have seen progress since you joined us, what, 3 or 4 months ago, something like that? Keep on doing it. Keep on showing up, keep on participating, and you will be amazed what you're going to do in 6 months, in a year, if I dare to say it, in 2 years or 3 years or 4 years. We would love to have you doing that, and we are looking forward to seeing your growth. We are looking forward to seeing Naslin's growth. We're looking forward to seeing Kelly's growth. We're looking forward to seeing everybody's growth. But you've got to show up, like we were talking about with serendipity. You've got to show up, you've got to participate, you've got to try. And if you do, you will be rewarded. Mr. Toastmaster.